Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com, is brought to you by Amsoil, the first in synthetics, and by Steel Rubber Products, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping.
Welcome back to Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com. Well, it's great to be back here at Motorhead Garage with my good friend Dave and the best crew in the business. And you guys are going to love this. Amsoil stepping up to the plate and bringing us 52 tech tips. We all love the tech tips. Perhaps your car is a little bit sluggish. Well, maybe you're going along and you're losing performance. Well, that might just mean that your knock sensor is doing its job. What is a knock sensor? What does it do and how does it work? Well, a knock sensor does exactly what it says it does. It senses knocks or vibrations in the coolant. How does that work? Well, here's a demonstration of a cylinder, and the piston's going up and down in here, and it comes up to the compression stroke, and then bam, it fires. That's the power stroke. Well, we want everything clean, we want everything good in here so that piston's not rattling from side to side. When it rattles from side to side like that, well, you're actually getting that right there. And that actually, inside of the coolant, causes vibrations in the coolant, and then the knock sensor sitting right there in the coolant jacket. It's a piezoelectric generator. It actually senses that, and then it tells the computer, hey, that piston's rattling, and when that piston's rattling, bam, we retard timing, losing performance. Not a good thing. And you can look at the graphic right there. You can see the computer on the top. It's actually sensing that vibration, and down below, you see the knock retard at 0. Nothing's going on. When it starts rattling, it's at 3 degrees. Len, if I'm at 3 degrees retard, I'm losing power. That's not a good thing.
You are, and people may not even notice that until they go to fill up at the gas station. They're noticing they're using more fuel, the car isn't as responsive. So why not keep the generator from doing its job in the first place by doing some simple maintenance items? And we're talking about Amsoil Performance Improver today. It's an extremely potent detergent. It's got some really cool technology inside of it that's designed to keep deposits from happening on top of the piston that's going to create detonation, pre-ignition like you were discussing earlier, and cause that knock sensor to do its job. So by using the proper combination of chemistry in here, we can keep that all from happening, keep the engine clean, keep the performance level and fuel economy up, and basically just keep that car happier.
Absolutely. If I'm not retarding the timing, I don't have to push the gas as much. I'm saving gas as well, and that's a huge thing today. Now, if you want to know more about these products, just check them out on the website, amsoil.com.
So you have a street rod or a classic car and you love everything about it, but maybe you have the original stereo in it. Well, you know, it sounds terrible. Or you have some aftermarket stereo that you bought. It sounds great, but it looks way out of place on your vintage dash. Well, thanks to Custom Autosound, you can have a system that sounds great and looks like the original equipment for your vehicle. Plus, you get all the modern functions you could ever want. Bluetooth, you can hook up your MP3 player, a CD player, and even your satellite radio receiver. Custom Autosound has a radio to fit your specific vehicle. In fact, they have over 400 different applications. And if they don't have one specifically for your car or truck, they have universal radios that'll look period correct in your dash. Okay, so what if you don't want a stereo in your dash? Maybe you have a vintage vehicle that never came with one in the first place. Well, Custom Autosound has you covered there too. They have the secret audio hidden classic car radio, and it can give you all the features I've talked about, but it hides away under your dash. It even comes with a remote that lets you change the songs and the volume from up to 40 feet away. And how about this one? This is called the slide bar radio, and when it's turned off, it looks just like a classic analog radio, but you slide the bar over and you've got a sophisticated modern stereo. And believe me, with Custom Autosound, it's not just about looks, it's also about quality. Custom Autosound radios are made in the same facilities where other major name brand electronics are made, so you know it's a high quality piece to begin with. And on top of that, the company has super strict standards. In fact, they put every one of their radios through rigorous testing before they even leave the factory. Every single radio is given one final hands-on test before it's shipped out, just to make sure all the electronics and all the features are working perfectly. Custom Autosound has been at it for over 5 decades, so you know you can trust them to deliver the highest quality and best looking stereo you could ask for. Find the car stereo for your classic car or hot rod at CustomAutosoundMFG.com. Thank you for making us a part of your day. We appreciate your tuning in to Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com. One little note, if you have a product you want to see featured on the show, send me a note. Dave at MotorheadGarage.tv. We'll get you here in the studio to show it off to the entire world. From our entire crew here at Motorhead Garage, we will see you same time, same sandbox next week. So long.